Everybody, guess what? You're live here with Harper Thompson, and we're all going to talk about this morning disc golf. Such a big sport. I know so many people have really gotten into that lately. Harper, how's it going this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. We were just talking about it's taking a second to connect, and I'm like, as soon as I start talking to him, it's going to connect us, and it did. Let's talk about you became a member of the PDGA, which is professional in 2013. So tell me, is that when you started playing disc golf, or is that after you've been playing for a while?
So, my parents kind of introduced me to disc golf when I was really little. I was only 3 or 4 years old, and they brought me out to our local course, and I hated it at first. I was just, I was like 3 feet tall, and it was so much walking, these big hills. So I actually like hated disc golf for a while, and then someday just something clicked, and um, I started really getting into it when I was about 9 years old, which is 2013. That's when I really kind of latched on to the
Wow.
sport
Yeah,
and started playing tournaments then at 9 years old.
that's incredible. Okay, were you one of the youngest people playing tournaments? I would think so.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's junior divisions in disc golf, but I would go to these tournaments and I'd be competing against people literally 3, 4, 5 times my age and twice as tall as I was. I wanted to play against, better players than I was so that I could have really improved my game and learn the competition side of the game.
Wow. Well, I know you travel a lot because you go to a lot of tournaments and there's different events going around. But when you're here locally, where do you like to play? For those who are thinking this could be me, I could be interested in this.
Yeah, so I grew up at Crockett Park. I've probably played there, no exaggeration, over 1,000 times. And I think it's a great way to introduce people to the sport. It's open, you can see the discs fly, it's beginner friendly, and it's really a great course. I mean, some other places around Seven Oaks Park and Cane Ridge Park. Those are some of the best kind of in the Williamson area.
Yeah, yeah. Crockett Park, I've been there many times. My kids have liked to play. We bought our own set ourselves. And so, yes, I'm familiar with that course. And they keep changing it a little bit.
Yeah, they move the baskets around. They're installing new tee pads. It's really clean and just and one of the nicer parks around.
Yeah. Let's talk about my son was telling me this is really important. If you play disc golf, what's in your bag? Like
hmm
what are the essentials that you carry in your bag when you're playing?
So for those who are more unfamiliar with the sports, like there are many different types of discs. There are drivers, mid ranges, and putters primarily. And so I'll have roughly I carry about 15 to 20 discs, anywhere in that range. About seven drivers, couple mid ranges, and then 5 or 6 putters. And so, of those that all fly different ways, different distances, left, right. So, I have a multitude of discs that kind of allow me to do a bunch of different things. And then also, I'm going to carry with me towels if it's raining, snacks if I know it's going to be a long round, water, all essential stuff like that. But really, it's about picking the right discs and having enough so that you're prepared for every shot.
Yes. And how many have you lost? Because I heard that's a thing too.
Well, I've definitely lost, I mean, probably a couple dozen discs over the years. So actually, I'm a part of Team Prodigy Disc. They're one of the biggest manufacturers in the sport, and I've been a part of their professional team since I was 14 years old. And so they're the ones, they supply me with bags, discs. So, like, I don't have to worry about that because I have a
Oh,
great
okay.
company behind my back. So Prodigy is really a huge reason why I'm able to compete the way I am.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. So how do you know, like talk us through for beginners. I know a little bit, not much, about which disc you mentioned how, the drivers and how do you know? Like if you're just getting started, how do you know when you walk up to one of the little holes and you're trying to figure out which disc to use? How did you figure that out?
Yeah, it's a lot of research at first. I mean, like if you're a beginner, you could probably just go on the internet and look up beginner friendly disc golf discs. There's many different like retailers, like Infinite Discs will like they have charts showing you which discs are good for beginners, intermediate, advanced. Um, but really, to start playing, all you need is like one driver, one mid range, and one putter. Once you get more into it, you can learn more about the different flights and what you may need. But if you're just starting out, you can keep it pretty simple.
Yeah. Okay. You've got a championship coming up in June. How do you get ready for that?
Yeah, so I've got the Tennessee State Disc Golf Championships, and it's one of my 6 or 7 biggest tournaments of the year, and I'm going to prepare for it like I do all my other tournaments. I mean, every day I'm playing disc golf. I have baskets, targets in my backyard that I get a bunch of putters, and I just practice my putting. I'll go out to Crockett Park and practice throwing shots there. Really, just basically when I'm not at school, I'm out throwing discs and really trying to get my game as sharp as it can be. And then a day or two before the tournament, I'll go to the town. It's in Morristown, Tennessee, and I'll practice the courses that we're going to be playing there. So I kind of know what to expect when I get into the tournament.
Okay, that makes sense. So they allow you to come and look at the courses ahead of time.
Yes, for sure. Because they're
Wow.
all, I mean, at least for that tournament, they're all public parks. You can play them at any time, just like around here. So, yeah, I'll go up a day or two early and practice the courses we're playing.
Wow. Well, that's incredible. I know you're at school. Tell us where you're a student.
I'm at Brentwood High School. I'm a senior, and right now is my study hall. So, perfect timing.
Perfect time. We don't want to keep you too long because we know you're at school. So we're going to wrap it up. But tell me, like when you go to college, will you continue to play disc golf or how will that work?
Yeah, so in the fall, I'm going to University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Um, and the plan is to make a career out of playing disc golf professionally. Um,
Okay.
And, I'm sure many people don't know that that is a legitimate, you know, career that is there. Um, the top few guys are literally making multi-million dollars a year. And, there's probably about 50 disc golfers who do it full time for a living. And I have the confidence that, you know, with the hard work I put in, I can be in that top 50. I mean, honestly, I'm knocking on the door of it right now. Um, so I just think I'll be in college, but I'll be pursuing disc golf as hard as ever.
Wow. Well, good luck with that. I
Thank
mean,
you.
you've already been a professional since the age of 9. So, I mean, you almost got a decade behind you, right?
Right. It's like I'm a seasoned vet at 18. It's a bit weird.
That's crazy. Hey, well, thanks for talking to us about this. Disc golf is becoming more popular. There's so many places, like you mentioned to us, and we'll put those down so people can see it. Go play, go check it out, get outside. I know it became really popular during the quarantine period because you could get outside and be
Yes,
active.
absolutely. And thank you for having me on.
All right, thanks. We'll see you soon. Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.